We will talk. We will.
Yeah, we will. Hello again. My internet is poor today, but I have fixed it.
Okay.
And what did you say?
So
How
you
was your
said
question?
you took a private class or you went to a private school?
Yes, I studied at a private school for 1 year and a half,
Ah,
and it allowed me to understand the basis of English, how to make sentences, how to make affirmative, negative questions, and it was really great. But I decided to quit because I wanted something fast, So that's why I came across Cambly and I thought, oh my gosh, that's great to talk to native speakers.
mhm.
And that's what I have been doing since then. you know, in the beginning, it was so frustrating because I didn't know what to say. I didn't have a lot of vocabulary, to use
Right.
here. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do." And then I calmed down
Yeah.
and I said to myself, "Let's practice a little bit every day. I will gain experience day by day, month by
Yeah.
month." And it's been about a
Yeah.
year that I study here on Cambly, and the results, I think they are
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
That's great. I recommend everybody to use Cambly.
Yeah, actually, I do too. Not just because I work for them, but I think it's a great program because you can practice anytime you want. And it's cool.
Exactly. That's the key.
Yeah, I feel like you're a success story. The
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
honestly,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but I have to calm down. I have a lot of things to do. I have still a lot of things to do, But, I think the best thing is to ask questions, to have
mhm,
great conversations like this,
mhm.
and we will achieve our dreams. So that's what I
Mhm.
think. And you told me an interesting thing. You are in South Korea,
Mhm.
aren't you?
Yeah.
So what is it like to be there? Are you taking Korean classes? What are you doing
That
there?
would be helpful. Well, I moved here because I really like it here. It makes me happy. Korea makes me happy. So, um,
That's
yeah.
great.
So now I'm trying to learn Korean. I've only been here for 5 months. So listening to your story and how you learned English, I'm like, I really need to study harder in Korean. Yeah. So I need to be like you, just
The,
practice a little bit every day.
the best thing is because you are in the country,
Yeah.
so I think you won't have problem to learn it. I think you learn it as soon as
Uh,
possible. I'm pretty
I
sure about
hope so.
that.
I mean, I do speak more now than before, but I'm still not comfortable. I still don't understand when people talk. I can't understand,
I see.
especially people my age when they speak to each other. It's, I don't know, they have a certain way of talking. I can't get it. So
I think that's because of the slang, right?
probably, yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning in English, it was so frustrating to understand slang,
Mhm.
expressions, phrasal verbs, especially. I have been learning so many phrasal verbs, and that's great because we can feel free to talk about all sort of topics, right?
Mhm.
But besides living there, have you been taking Korean classes in person
No,
or are you teaching
um, I've
yourself?
been studying by myself. So let's see. I studied with a partner for 2 years. And then I have another partner that I study with. But I've never taken any formal classes. So I'm surprised that I got as far as I did. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, but congratulations. I'm so happy that
Thank
you
you.
are enjoying the country. Yeah, that's really cool. And what was that like? How did you decide to go there and to live there? Is there a reason behind
Oh,
it?
I've always wanted to live abroad. That's always been a dream of mine. So for the past maybe 8 years, I'd been exploring different countries to see if I would want to live there. So the first two countries was Belize and Guatemala, but they're third world countries and they
Okay.
were not very safe for a single female. So I
I
went
see.
back to America and I met a Korean university student, and he explained to me,
Okay.
he told me Korea is very safe for single women. So I was like, okay, I'll take your word for, and I'll go check. So last year, oh no, 2018, I came to see if I would like it, and I loved it. So I went back home to America, saved up money for 1 year, and then I came to live here. So now I live here.
I see. I know the city called Seoul
Ah, the
in South
capital.
Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, the capital. Is it near you?
No, it's 2 hours north by train. I live in Busan. I live on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Korea is like this.
Ah, on
Seoul
the
is up
beach.
here, and Busan is down here.
Is it cold there where you are living?
Right now it's winter, so it is pretty cold. What? Oh, but summer is very hot. Let's see. Today it's 7 degrees. Nope, 6 degrees Celsius.
6 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's freezing compared to Brazil, especially.
Yeah, I heard Brazil is warm all the time.
Yeah, kind of. Where I live, especially, I live in São Paulo in a
Uh,
city called Guarujá. It's warm, but in the winter it can be a little bit chilly, you know.
ah,
But as you are used to living in cold places, I think it's not good here
I see. Yeah.
if you come here, right?
Um, before I
Yeah,
go ahead, go ahead.
go
Oh,
ahead,
oh.
please. I interrupted you. Excuse
No,
me.
before I moved here, I was living in Texas, and Texas is hot all year round. So this is my first winter ever,
That's
and
I
it's
see.
cold. It is so cold.
Oh, so do you speak Spanish?
Oh, a little bit, very little.
Yes, because I have been learning Spanish.
Oh, snap! That's awesome.
Yeah, yo estoy aprendiendo un poquito.
Ah, yo también. Yo también un poquito hablo.
That's yeah, but I took a lot of notes and I have been learning how to say a lot of things. For example, uh, yo estudio inglés y español,
Ah,
things like that. You know, easy sentences. That's what I have done in English, and
oh.
I'm doing this right
Now in
now.
Spanish. Ah, está bueno. That's so good.
Yeah, and in my first language is Portuguese,
Mm,
so I can
similar.
understand a lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's similar, but I can't speak it, so that's why I decided to
learn.
teach myself to
Yeah,
take classes. Yeah, and that's really
yeah,
great. The more languages you know, the
I
better it is,
agree.
right?
Yeah, I think it's very good for your brain. Oh, I just got.
Yeah, and I realized it has been easier, to learn
Mhm.
Spanish compared to when I was studying English in the beginning.
Mhm.
Right now, I feel, oh my gosh, it's easier. I think when we already know a language, the second language and the third
Yeah,
language and so on, it becomes easier.
it's
That's
it's really
great.
weird because it's true. At first, I thought I would get confused, but no, it's okay. Um, so currently, my target language is Korean, but I'm also learning Japanese and French and a little bit of Portuguese.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really great. But do you intend to focus on only in Korean,
Yeah.
or do you want to learn at the same time all kind of languages?
Um, what I do is I learn languages in other languages. Does that make sense? So, like, for example, ooh, I have this book in Korean. It's teaching me Japanese. So
That's great. Ah, I
yeah,
see. I know what you mean. I have, yes, I actually, I've been doing the same thing. For example, I'm learning Spanish through English.
great.
So I
Yeah,
read sentences in English and I translate into
yeah.
Spanish.
So then it's like you're multitasking all of your study material.
Yeah, then we can improve both our
Yeah,
languages,
at
right?
the same time. Man, high five me now. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, high
Virtual high
five.
five. That's incredible.
That's great. I studied electrical engineering in college, and I finished it last
Mhm.
year. And right now, I'm focused on learning languages because I really
I
love
can
it.
tell.
English, English allowed me to notice
Mm,
that oh my gosh, I love learning, and that's so great. Especially when I communicate like this,
yeah,
I feel amazed like
yeah,
that.
it
I feel
feels
like, oh my gosh, that's
rewarding.
great.
Yeah, for the few moments when I actually do understand Korean, it makes me feel good. I'm like, yes, I did that. I processed that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, exactly. We feel so happy, yeah, because we achieved a certain place, a certain
mhm.
level. And I have to tell you, you are learning right now a third level language, such as
Oh, wow.
Korean. I think, for example, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, those languages are really hard,
Oh,
and that's great. You are learning it.
wow. I didn't know that it was a third level language.
Yeah, I kind of invented that.
Oh, well,
I mean,
because I know I don't know if there are levels. I
yeah,
heard Japanese was the first hardest one. The like can
yeah, yeah. I'm just saying that it's harder compared to other language because, for example, French and what else? French, uh, Italian.
mm,
I can identify certain
mm.
words, but when it comes to Asia languages, I don't understand
Oh,
anything. So it's not
yeah. It's a
familiar. I'm not
totally different
familiarized
category.
with that.
That's true.
Exactly, a lot of symbols and
That
things like
makes
that.
sense. Yeah. You inspire me. I'm gonna study
Oh,
harder.
thank you. That's great to inspire people.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
study a lot harder. Okay. Well, we've got 20 seconds left, so I have no feedback to give you. You are a natural speaker. Like, I don't, there's
Thank
nothing to
you.
tell you. Like, I
Thank
can tell
you.
that you love what you do. So, good job.
Thanks so much for the compliment, and I hope to talk to you again and to talk about Spanish and all kind of
Yeah.
language. Okay,
Okay.
bye,
Bye.
bye.